Drive Hard sounds like something that would happen to me if I was Sasha Grey's chauffeur and I was tasked with transporting her from one glamorous location to another. Although when I say glamorous location, I of course mean spunk-encrusted sex dungeon. Anywho, the movie stars Thomas Jane as ex-racing driver Peter Roberts, even if his dreams of his previous life do in fact make him look more like Ricky Bobby instead of a character that should be taken seriously. With his racing days firmly behind him, Petey Bob now lives a boring life with his extremely boring family, with the relationship between him and his wife being as believable as claiming that bacon sandwiches taste nice when covered in dog poo. Rather than race cars for a living, Pete now runs a driving school, and one day he gets a new student named Mr. Keller, who's played by John Cusack. A short way down the road, and the two guys stop at a bank, which Keller proceeds to rob, and he then forces Pete to become his getaway driver. And so begins an adventure that's as palatable as the aforementioned bacon dog poo sandwich. With the police in hot pursuit, wait, no they're not. The police get called off by corrupt businessmen who then send a private security team after the duo, except the security team get forgotten about for the remainder of what is laughably called a plot, and they're replaced for about 5 minutes by a motorcycle gang. At one point in the movie, Thomas Jane turns to John Cusack and asks him, "Have you actually got a plan, or is this the world's dumbest fucking crime?" Which I would paraphrase to the writers and ask, "Have you actually got a cohesive script, or is this the world's dumbest fucking movie?" And if the lacklustre story wasn't bad enough, then there's also the acting, which was so poor that it was the spunky topping to the already inedible bacon dog poo sandwich. As both Jane and Cusack don't really seem to be putting in any real effort. Still, they're Oscar contenders when compared to the other characters that are in the film, especially to the girl who plays as Pete's daughter, who is so irritating that I just wanted to see her character fall into a wood chipper. For something that looks like it's going to be filled with car chases, racing action, and is about an ex-racing driver that gets coerced into driving a getaway car, then there is very little vehicular action going on in the movie. In fact, you'd get a better car chase from drawing a picture of a car, taping it to the DVD case, and then throwing it across the room. There is the odd glimmer of entertainment in here, such as the gun-toting, foul-mouthed old lady, but in order to get to those moments, you have to be willing to nibble very carefully at the sandwich, and no matter how cautious you are, sooner or later you end up with a mouthful of dog poo. And spunk.